You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey everybody, welcome to Masters in Trading Live. My name is Jonathan Rose. I get on every single morning. The stock market's open. We always get on at 11:08 Eastern time, go over the market, share some thoughts, and once in a while we'll even share our trade of the day. Now, we don't trade penny stocks over here, but today, actually for our trade of the day, I'm going to share the most speculative, high risk penny stock that I've ever shared since starting Masters in Trading Live. This is going to be a fun trade. I'm going to share it at the very end. I couldn't even believe I'm going to share this because it's it's a high risk, high reward. I'm going to walk you through. I was hoping to find a little better play, but it turned out to be a little speculative. There he is. I'm on YouTube Live. So every morning, you can just go to YouTube. You could search Masters in Trading or Jonathan Rose, and under Live, you'll find me. And then I'll have the chat up as well. So I got a whole bunch of people in the chat. We're talking about my glockenspiel, which is that noise, which I don't really know what a glockenspiel is. You just wait, Dale. It's coming. The high risk, high reward trade is going to come at the end of this presentation, but I got 4 topics. We're going to talk about probably my favorite trade. Trades that follow the crack spread. Oil refiners. Oil refiners, there's a whole slew of them in the market. Oil refiners trade off the crack spread. The crack spread is literally the profit margin for refiners. So if I can teach you how to follow the crack spread as it moves, refiners are just going to follow. It's an awesome, awesome trade. Glockenspiel is out. All right, let's go to the slide deck, and this one's going to be fun. Okie dokie. We're going to start here. Unearthing Hidden Gems in the Energy Markets, your guide to the crack spread. So here's an article that we shared on mastersintrading.com. If you just go to mastersintrading.com, under trading education, right here, Unearthing Hidden Gems in the Energy Markets, your guide to the crack spread and the spark spread. Do one other thing is if we go on here and we search crack spread on Google, there was a really cool tool that I had. I just got to find it again. There we go. Block. And if you guys go to energystockchannel.com, I'm going to do a little commercial for them, but underneath there, you could find the crack spread. So you can find the crack spread for 1 year, for 5 years. And this is what it looks like. So if you go to energystockchannel.com, you'll find the crack spread. And then the crack spread over 1 year, here's what it looks like. Okay? It's been going offered, and recently it's bounced a little bit. Okay? So remember this chart. The crack spread has sold off over the last year, and recently it's bouncing a little bit. If we look over 5 years, this is how it looks like. Now, the crack spread, which is right here, is literally the profit margin for refiners. So read that article, please. This is a phenomenal, phenomenal trade. But now, let me just get my pen going here, because what have I done here? For those who have been following me, you have an idea of exactly what we've done here. We're looking at refiners. And the refiners that I'm looking at, Phillips, PSX, Velo, Dyno, think MPC is one of them. Okay, going back to 2022, they're correlated. They're all moving together. Okay, but what do we know about the crack spread? The crack spread is finally, it was offered and it's finally starting to peek its head forward, right? So what's a good trade that we can do? Let me pull up an active live chart to make sure I got these all correct. Let me just do it off of a live chart. It'll be a little bit easier. Okay, so what do we do here? PBF is way, way more volatile than the rest. This green here is going to be MPC, I believe. Yeah. So watch, I'm going to take off MPC and we're going to look at VLO, Dino, and then PSX. And that's what this looks like. And I started Masters in Trading, guys, back in 2015. For those who have been with me for a while, they know that this is a trade that we do whenever it presents. This is not a trade that we can just do all the time, but once in a while, the refineries will break apart from one another. And if you look at these right here, and if you look at them like they're all one stock, like it's just a big thick line, they're all moving together, right? Except there are times where they break apart. Those times when they break apart, those are going to be trade opportunities. So right back here, PSX is this white line. Well, now PSX and VLO, pardon me, are just moving together, right? Which one is inexpensive relative to the others? Dino. Dino is really, really inexpensive relative to the others. Not only that, guys, you have the crack spread rolling over and the crack spread starting to get stronger. So when the crack spread gets stronger, what you want to do is look to the refiners and find what refiner is inexpensive relative to the average. Right now, Dino is exactly that. That is inexpensive relative to the average. We're going to move on because now we're going to get, and Dino has earnings October 31st. Rick was sharing in the chat. Good comment, by the way. How I look at this, here's Dino. It has earnings October 31st. Earnings are a reason for the stock to move. Earnings are a reason for this to come back to value. If earnings come out and Dino is down 50%, what do you think is going to happen to the rest? They're going to follow as well, but Dino is weak relatively. So again, with earnings, I like the long side of Dino. Okay, now we're going to get into silly speculative names. Now, everything was silly and speculative at one point, right? What about the graphite market? Now, graphite is something that I don't trade very much. Graphite's a small market, but graphite is looking to grow over the next 5 years, 10 years. It does seem like every single commodity is rallying. Is that because of inflation? Is that because of demand? I don't know. But graphite is rallying as well. And if you look at the expectations for graphite into 2033, the market expects graphite to rally. Now, as traders, how do we express an opinion? What graphite stocks can we potentially buy? Well, something I learned, there are no graphite stocks to buy. There are no pure play public graphite companies. That is except one. And the only one, and this is why we are super speculative, we're investing X to potentially lose X. There's a binary outcome when you're playing penny stocks. This is SYAAF. This is a graphite company that's financed by Tesla. Tesla takes about 80% or 85% of all of the graphite that comes out of their US mine that's in Louisiana. So right now, this stock is trading at 18.5 cents. I'm not going to do this as a formal recommendation, but if a trader risked $500 on this play, you are in this until 500 goes to zero or until 500 goes to 2,500. High risk, high reward. You should look more into it. SYAAF. From my understanding, it is the only pure play graphite investment that you can find in the market. And as I looked into it, this is financed by Tesla. Tesla has an agreement that they get like 90% of the production. Why has the stock gone from $2.50 down to 20 cents? I don't really know. But you get to get in at 20 cents if that trade makes sense for you. Hope you enjoyed that. And everybody in All Access, you guys don't go anywhere. I'm going to expand on that crack spread trading opportunity.